Today we're going to dive into a really beautiful folktale called Gopi and the Magic Brush. Now, this is a story that, on the surface, is about a girl and some magic, but it's really asking a much bigger question. What is the true purpose of a gift, of any special talent? So, let's get into it. All right, so our story starts out in this very simple, very humble village, and we meet our main character, a young girl named Gopi. You can see her life is totally connected to the earth, gathering beans, fetching rice. But even in this ordinary world, Gopi has this creative spark inside her. And this is where things get interesting. This is the moment where the everyday world gets a touch of the extraordinary. Gopi receives a gift, a truly magical gift, but it comes with a catch, a very, very important one. You see, Gopi is already an artist. She's out there drawing these amazing pictures in the sand. But think about that. Her art is completely temporary. The wind just comes along and poof, it's gone. Her creativity is there, for sure, but it doesn't have any lasting impact. Well, that's all about to change, because a mysterious old man shows up with a pretty incredible offer. He gives her a magic brush, a brush that can literally bring her drawings to life. But it comes with this one single powerful rule. And this isn't just some casual advice. This is the moral compass for the entire story. From the absolute get-go, her incredible gift is tied directly to generosity. So what do you do with a power like that? Paint for yourself? Try to get famous? Nope, not Gopi. She immediately understands what this brush is really for. She turns her art into direct, real-world help for the people around her. And you know, her very first creation tells you everything you need to know about who she is. Her family asks if she brought food, and what does she paint? Not gold coins, not jewels. She paints a bowl of khichdi, a simple, warm, nourishing meal. Her very first act of magic is an act of care. And it doesn't stop there. Her art just flows to wherever it's needed most. She sees a farmer who's cold, so she paints a muffler. She sees another guy struggling in the fields, and boom, she paints a plow. Every single thing she creates is a direct answer to a real person's need. This is art as an act of service, not a way to get ahead. But of course, you know how these stories go. News of a gift this powerful is bound to travel. And it reaches the ears of the one person who stands for everything the brush is not meant for, the greedy local zamindar, the landowner. And right here, the whole conflict of the story just snaps into focus. I mean, look at this contrast. On one side, you have Gopi's art. It's all for the community. It's practical. It's selfless. We're talking food, tools, comfort. Then you have the Zamindar's demands, all for his personal power. Fortresses, jewels, riches. It's the ultimate showdown between selfless creation and just pure selfish ambition. So, faced with this powerful tyrant, does Gopi cave? Not a chance. She stands her ground, completely true to the promise she made. You realize her power isn't just in the magic brush. It's in her integrity, in her absolute commitment to that one rule. And the Zemindar's reaction is exactly what you'd expect from a bully. It's swift and it's brutal. If he can't get what he wants by asking, he's just going to take it by force. He throws her in a cell, thinking he can control not just the artist, but the art itself. Big mistake. Okay, because this is where the story gets really good. Locked away, Gopi is about to show everyone that her creativity isn't just a tool for providing for others, it's a tool for her own freedom. So how does she do it? It's so smart. She doesn't paint a weapon or anything like that. She paints a solution. Step 1. She paints a road that leads right out of the prison. Step 2. She paints a horse to carry her down that road. And step 3. She gets on and gallops to safety. It's just this brilliant creative problem-solving under the most intense pressure. But the Zamindar is hot on her heels, so Gopi turns her art into a defense. And again, it's not a violent one. She paints a force of nature, a huge, powerful river that's impossible to cross. She literally uses an act of creation to stop an act of destruction. And this is my favorite part. In a final, absolute genius move, she stops, turns back to the men chasing her, and just asks this question. Now, should I paint a beast? She doesn't even have to do it. The idea of what she could create is terrifying enough. She beats them not with force, but with the power of pure imagination. So, with the tyrant finally defeated, the story comes right back around. The threat is gone, and Gopi is totally free to go back to her village and use her gift exactly as it was meant to be used. Yup, absolutely terrified by what she might do, the Zemindar and his men just run. They're gone for good. It's a complete victory of cleverness and creativity over brute force and greed. And her community is safe again. And now just look at what Gopi paints when she gets back. She's not painting things for survival anymore, right? The community's basic needs are met. So her art gets to evolve. She paints a feast, a bright courtyard for everyone to gather in, a band to play music, songs of victory. She's painting things that create joy and culture and celebration. That's the true magic. Art that helps a community not just survive, but actually thrive. And that really brings us to the final thought here. This simple little folktale leaves us with a really profound question to chew on. Whether your gift is art or money or knowledge or anything else, Gopi's story suggests its real purpose isn't found in what it does for you, but in what it lets you do for others. A pretty powerful idea to think about.
Prepared by K. Rajendra Prasad.